Hi everyone, it's Nene, Foxy Mama 365 with another review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 11, Episode 13, and we have Tempers in Tokyo. So we go back to where we left off with Nene and Tanya going back and forth when they were at the sushi parlor, and they're like, oh, Nene says, I don't really care, and Tanya is now literally in tears, and Nene's like, honestly, I don't really give a fuck about your relationship. Marry Paul, don't marry Paul, whatever, be engaged for 3 years, I really don't care. I think Nene is literally dealing with a lot, and she really doesn't care whether Tanya marries the guy. And Tanya is somewhat disappointed that, oh, she thought Nene was her friend, and why is Nene saying all that stuff about, she might not marry Paul, she might marry someone else. And Nene's like, it's not that big a deal, girl. Let's keep it pushing. Then we see Nene getting up and leaving, and she's like, oh, I'm done with this. I'm dealing with too much. Greg's cancer, Greg and her having misunderstanding as she is away on the trip. Well, it is what it is. So luckily Eva saves the day. They get back on the bus, and Eva is like, what is going on, guys? Let's, we're here to have fun and not, my bachelorette, and, let's make it fun. So tonight we're going to be going out, we're going to be doing the red light district, and we're also going to be singing karaoke. And they're like, yay, let's turn up. And Shamari is like, okay, what are we going to wear? And Eva is like, oh yeah, make sure you're like, wear something classy, casual, but sexy, sexy casual. And Candy's trying to clarify, and then we see Marlo, and then Eva responds and says, oh, but don't go wearing any loafers or sneaker wedges or anything like that. And Marlo's like, you didn't say that now, did you, Eva, with your cheap? And Eva's like, why are you coming for me? I might wear flats, but you know what? My flats are Fendi, my flats are Chloe, my flats are, designers all the way. And Marlo's like, well, you just started wearing designers. I mean, why are you like up and about? And then they now go in on each other. And I kind of love it. First of all, Eva first of all says, look, they might be flat, but guess what? They're $1,200. And I'm like, really? Do we really need to? Is this how low? I'm not an advocate for, if you can afford it, by all means, yes, enjoy it. But I'm not an advocate for women bragging about how much and how expensive and what they wear. And I just think it's shallow. That's just me. Don't get me wrong. No, everybody likes a good Fendi. Everybody likes a Gucci bag. Everybody likes the, but when you now have to talk about it and it's like, oh, that's what makes you you, then really, who are you? Just saying. So we get Marlo going, getting up, and it's like, Eva, you don't want that with me. And then, of course, Marlo goes into the your mama comment, and he's like, oh my gosh. And then you see Eva says, oh, look, I've been modeling, for a long time, and you can only be plus 10 model or a big size model. And then she's going back and forth saying, oh, give it, oh, it's a lot. You smoking, oh, you don't have kids. I have 2 kids. You have your 2 kids by 2 different men. Oops. And Eva responds and says, oh, you need to have a child first. I have a husband. I have, and they're going back and forth. And I'm going to say this, right? You're a fraud. You're a fraud. That's Marlo. And honestly, I'm going to give them points. You're a plus size model. Eva, you get 10 points. You're a fraud. Marlo, you get 2 points. Your wig is so bad. Go stick it down. Eva, you get 10 points. Marlo says you need to stop smoking and you need to breastfeed your kids. Marlo, you get 5 points. Eva goes, what? I have 2 kids and I have a husband. 10 points. Oops. Marlo goes, ooh, but your kids are from 2 different men. Oops. 20 points on there for Marlo. Then Marlo goes back and says, oh, you need to respect your elders. And Eva is like, oh, I see what's going on. You're so bitter. I know I'm going to have Godspeed on you, and good luck, and make sure you try and get your wig fitted and glued. At this point, Marlo knows she's been had by the younger generation. So stop with the bullshit, Marlo. You're too old to be carrying on like this. Come on, over what? At this point, the tall guy is like, oops, excuse me, I need an Uber. Please? Thanks. So anyway, they go and check on Nene, and Marlo, Cynthia, Eva, and Portia go check on Nene, and Nene is like not in the mood to talk to anyone. We see Shamari singing and to her kids and putting them to sleep. Good for you, Shamari. I heard something about Shamari and Ronnie's performance being lackluster. Oh well, good luck to them. So now we go back to Eva and Tanya, and they're talking about whether she's going to marry. And honestly, Tanya is trying to say to Eva that, or Eva is trying to say to Tanya, I don't think Nene really cares. You know, she's just trying to say, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm going through so much right now. And then, of course, at this point, you see Cynthia and Marlo talking with Nene, and they're giving her the tea on what happened. And Marlo is going in again on Eva and saying, oh wow, you were not, when did you start modeling, you know, and I've been here for a long time, I buy the stuff off the runway, you were the one wearing the stuff. And Eva is saying, well, guess what, even if everything I have is mine, and meanwhile you have been renting and returning your stuff. Girls, can we give it a break? And Marlo's like, you know, I wear designers head to toe. Even my toothbrush is a designer. And da-da-da-da. Nene's like, girls, really? Anyways, back on the bus ride. Now they're going to for the sex district. Yeah, the red light district, excuse me. And Portia, unfortunately, is not going to be able to come because she's like, oh, she's not feeling good, and da-da-da-da. Nene comes, and she's like, well, Portia can't come. Man, I've seen women with the kid here, a baby there, a stroller there. Portia, you haven't even started the journey, and you're already, like, fatigued. I don't know, I just thought that dig was so unnecessary. So they go in, and then they're singing at the karaoke place, and everybody's like, hello, this is the red light district. Candy was kind of disappointed. She was like, hello, this ain't Amsterdam. I was disappointed because I was expecting some serious red light district, you know? And everybody's like dressed like normal, and the ladies are like, anyways, Eva and Cynthia give us the fashion show. They never, you know, fail to amaze us with their walk on the runway. And then they get into the karaoke place and they start singing, and then funny, they actually have an escape song, and they're able to understand it, and they start singing. And all I need from you is understanding. I don't need a simple as 1, 2, 3, yeah. So Candy's going in, and Candy's knocking it out, and she's like, yep, good job guys, at least my song brought you guys together, so yoo-hoo! So now we're moving on, we're going on to day 3. Eva has to leave. She's got some bad news that her granddad might be getting pulled off the plug, and she's very sad, and all the ladies come in and console her, which is kind of nice. And then we see Marlo's wig. She looks like a real geisha with the wig, you know, but it looks kind of cool, but I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, so they have a geisha experience, and then the following day, and they're like, let's go, you know, have fun for Smitty, who is Eva's granddad. We're gonna, you know, enjoy the day on his behalf, you know, before you leave, you know. So they go out to the geisha thing. Everybody's meant to meet there, wake up and be at the bus by 11:07. We only have about 3-4 people. Shamari's late again. And Nene's nowhere. This is 11:17 and Nene is still nowhere. And of course, guess what? The bus takes off. Yep. The head bitch in charge has been left behind. Yeah. And we see all the girls trying to call, Cynthia's trying to call Nene. And Nene is upset because she's apparently coming down. She's already told Cynthia she's on her way down. Maybe they could have waited for 5 more minutes and she probably would have gotten there. But what I don't get is why all the ladies are so up Nene's ass. I cannot stand it. Literally, it's mind-blowing. Because if one person says, Nene girl, you're late, and then you see Nene getting an attitude. So that's actually what is pissing me the heck off. Because I'm thinking, girl, you're late. So why are you upset that we've left you? And besides of which, the bus is going to swing back and pick you up. And Nene's like, no, you know what, you guys just go on. And I'm like, huh? I get it that the Real Housewife, everybody tries to kiss the ass of the head hunter in charge. In Atlanta, it's Nene. In New York, it's Brittany. In New Jersey, it's Teresa. But I'm just like, if you once in a while call people out on their bullshit and say, Nene, you were late. Period. You were late 40 minutes the last day, and we said, please, don't be late. More so when you're in another, country where we have to respect their culture, and you have been asked and told, please, we're running on time, we're on a schedule, other people are waiting for us, there's a show, if we don't leave, we're gonna miss it. So, sorry Nene, I guess you probably watched it yesterday, just like the rest of us heifers. Oops! So they go for the Geisha Musical. It's kind of cool. The Japanese geishas are women that are, it's a lifelong tradition where the women are dressed up, and I believe that they are respected, and they take care of the men, but they are they're held to high standards. To be a geisha, I know they do a lot of work, they do a lot of training. It's kind of neat seeing them do that, and then they play a game, and they're like 3 or 4 winners, and it's kind of cool. Yeah, moving right along. Marlo's wig, as usual, is almost falling off. I don't know. So of course they go for dinner, and Candy once again is struggling with the food. This time at a vegetarian restaurant, and Candy's like, you know what? I can't wait to get back to America to eat proper food. Okay. So Tanya is talking to Nene just before they get on the bus, and Nene is like, you know what? I don't really want to talk to you. Oh, before they get there, this is just before they leave the restaurant. Nene is like, you know what? I really don't have the time for this. She's trying to tell Portia. She was telling Portia earlier that Greg is not picking up the phone. Greg is not responding, and then when he does respond, he's sending some funny text messages. When they start showing Nene in a bad light, that is when production begins to show you in a bad light. And this is like the second time that they're showing Nene in this light, where she's talking to production, and they're like, oh, can we film? And she's like, get out of my room, get out of my room. That's the cue. You need to be careful. I heard, allegedly, that they were thinking of knocking Nene out next season, and she had to dash to Florida to hang out with Andy to try and make it right. Nene girl, you need to just, I understand that you're going through a lot while I'm not walking in your high heels, but I guess everybody really is going through a lot in life. That is life. But you have to figure out how to be able to deal with those life's challenges and still be able to treat people, treat people right. That's it. Because it wasn't good. It wasn't cool seeing Nene throwing the production people out, or, snapping and walking off. Nene just needs to just watch it. So that's pretty much where we end. Tanya and Nene are talking, and Nene is giving all that attitude. I'm dealing, so unnecessary, Nene. Just, oh well, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you also for liking. Please like, comment, and share. See you soon.